Just when everyone thought it was gone for good, this restaurant beat the odds and made a remarkable comeback. They had 2 Michelin stars for over a decade. Then under the black cloud of COVID, like many restaurants, they closed. And they were stripped of their Michelin stars. Many people thought they would never reopen. 2 years later, they rose like a sleeping bear. And they were hungry. They opened the doors and within 1 year had both stars back. This year, 2024, they became London's newest 3 Michelin star restaurant. It's called the Ledbury. I'm really curious about this place because this meal will be special. It was a name day gift from my wife to my daughter and me. And lucky for us, it takes us to one of London's prettiest neighborhoods, Notting Hill. You might have seen the 1999 movie, either by choice or against your will. It's the one where boy meets girl, spills juice all over her and somehow turns it into an unlikely love story. Besides a hit movie, what's so special about this place? People say it has a storybook feel, with a mix of pastel-colored townhouses, cozy cafes and charming restaurants. Like this one, the Ledbury, one of London's newest to receive 3 Michelin stars. Stepping inside the Ledbury, the space is elegant with floor-to-ceiling windows and beautiful materials right down to the tablecloth. When it was renovated in 2022, they reduced the number of seats from 55 to 45 to make space for the center serving table. However, I still find the tables are a bit close together. I can't imagine what it was like with 10 extra seats. The staff are well dressed, in good spirits and get us started with a welcome drink. Sometimes I like to try new things, but tonight I want to start with something I know is good. So I go with Krug 171. You may have noticed I'm drinking from a Pinot Noir glass and not a champagne flute. This is one of the best choices of glassware to experience champagne's full expression. Olivier Krug once said that drinking champagne from a flute is like going to the opera and wearing earplugs. Looking at the wine list, they have a nice selection, as well as an interesting pairing with wines from 7 different countries for 160 euros. But tonight is special, so I have brought a little something with me. A 2010 Patel Montrachet Grand Cru from Domaine Le Fleuve. Domaine Le Fleuve is a Burgundy region all-star. They are one of the most prestigious wineries in Puligny-Montrachet, with an impressive amount of vineyard holdings, including 5 hectares of Premier Cru and 13 hectares of Grand Cru. This bottle retails for over 1,200 euros and it's one of my favorite big hitters. Some restaurants, especially newer ones, don't have a huge wine list with all the vintages under the sun. So to help serve the guests in the best way possible, they let the guests bring their own wine. Then the sommelier takes over from there. They chill it, open it and serve it. It's a great way to accommodate the customer if the restaurant has a limited wine list. And since they also work with it, cool it and serve it, they charge a corking fee. Here at the Ledbury, it's 90 euros for a standard size bottle of wine. So it's a win-win. The menu here at the Ledbury is a fixed 8-course tasting menu for 260 euros. It comes in a printed folder that makes me wonder if Batman is nearby. Looking at the lineup of courses, I'm really looking forward to this, especially the Iberian pork. Our first bites arrive. A chestnut biscuit and cured meat, and then scallop tempura with seaweed mustard and lobster emulsion. Nice range of flavors and textures here. Solid openers. Next, our servers present some Australian black truffles. For an extra charge of 45 euros, they will add them here and there throughout the menu. I am in. 2 more bites arrive. A lobster tartlet with bisque jelly and N25 caviar. And rye pancake with pancetta and black truffle has a nice combination of salty and umami. I don't often have cured meat or such heavy and fatty bites at the start. At first, I didn't quite understand these rustic dishes, but then the first course arrived. Chef Brad Graham swings by our table to present our first course. It's marinated trout with raspberry, salted cherry blossom, frozen spring flowers, and freshly grated wasabi. This course beautifully transitioned from the richer, fatty bites to a light, delicate flavor profile. It was like the beginning of Beethoven's Fifth Symphony, starting robustly, then transitioning into a more delicate, romantic part. Explosive flavor profile and great example of different textures here. Next is sea bass, shaved asparagus, oyster and elderflower topped with buttermilk sorbet and dusted with kaffir lime. It looks like an art piece. It's a complex dish with delicate ingredients executed perfectly. So many textures and temperatures. They put a lot of work into this dish, and in the end we get a very delicately composed set of flavors. Bread is next. We have a rye-based sourdough with oats and a brioche with cheddar and honey, served with goat's whey butter covered in molasses. The bread was good quality, but I was missing that nice crunch. With sweetbread hits the table next, with wanjun, English peas and wadua, finished in a foam with lemongrass, ginger and coconut. I like it. Chef Graham is in and out of the kitchen steady, greeting people, plating dishes, and at the same time really enjoying it. It's clear that he has a connection with his guests. Chef Brad Graham was born in Newcastle, Australia, and began his culinary journey at age 15 in a local fish restaurant. His passion for cooking led him to Sydney, where he honed his skills at Bunk Restaurant and earned himself an award, Josephine Pinolet Young Chef of the Year. Soon he was on his way to the UK, where he trained under Michelin star chef Phil Howard at the Square in London. A sister restaurant was opened in 2005 with Chef Graham behind the stove. They called it the Ledbury. The first Michelin star came a year later, followed by star number 2 in 2010. In 2011 it was voted best restaurant in London. All was well, but in 2020 they took a turn for the worse. Like many restaurants around the world, the Ledbury was hit hard by COVID. And Chef Graham made the tough decision to close up shop, causing the Ledbury to lose both its Michelin stars. A big renovation soon followed, and they reopened in 2022. 1 year later, both Michelin stars were returned. And this year, in 2024, they got number 3. One thing is for sure, they know how to create a good atmosphere. The service is precise, and the food we had so far has been really good. The only thing I don't like is how close together the tables are. Next to us is still empty, but probably not for long. My butter montrachet has been performing beautifully. But as we get closer to the main course, I asked the sommelier to surprise me with a red wine to go with it. This is white turbot, roasted on the barbecue and smoked with chamomile, served with Scottish Girol and young peach, and topped with Australian black truffle. The sauce is made with yuzu and chamomile. Next up is mushrooms from the cabinet. Here at the Ledbury, they grow their own mushrooms with everything on display. This dish centers around ravioli filled with porcini and truffles. It's served with a vegetable sauce made with shiitake and oyster mushrooms. We also have potato, buckwheat koji and watercress with the whole thing topped with fresh black truffles. It's erupting in umami. I love it. And here comes the red wine. It's a 2017 Cabernet Franc from the Chinon appellation of the Loire Valley. It was chosen for its acidity and earthy notes that are sure to go well with our main course, which is Iberian pork, with English cherry, black olive, licorice, amazake and shiso. Chef Graham also has an Iberian pig farm. Besides his restaurants, he also supplies many other top restaurants in the country. Here we can taste different cuts of pork. I found the pork too intense due to the aging process, and personally I didn't feel the balance here. Otherwise it was a good dish, well made with a lot of effort. Although my daughter liked it very much, compared to the others this dish fell short for me. Desserts are next. Our first dessert is called Garriguette Strawberry. It's a fromage blanc, crunchy meringue and nasturtium topped with strawberry granita. Dripped over top is 12-year-old balsamic vinegar. The balsamic was super strong and really overpowered everything. It wasn't for me. The main dessert is up next. This is millefeuille with mango, lemon verbena, stem ginger and mint. It looks so pretty, and then the cameraman gets butterfingers. My daughter wasn't very empathetic. Even though the presentation was destroyed, the dessert itself was really good. The coupe parfait is also nice, with just the right acidity, and I like the variety in textures. The creaminess and the crunch make it fun. The kaffir lime shows up again and comes through as well. The sommelier jumps into action to ease the pain with a dessert wine from Hungary. This is a 2017 5.5-os Asu from Royal Tokai. The server also noticed my little accident. And probably everyone else in the restaurant. To my surprise, they give me another. But this is something new, and it's super creative. Jasmine custard flan with fresh almonds, peach and sake sorbet, and fig leaf ice cream. Amazing! The peach flavor really stands out. This is why you should throw around your phone in a 3 Michelin star restaurant. I think I will do it more often. Just the petit fours are left. Here we have mushroom fudge with sea salt, cake with passion fruit verbena, chocolate and hazelnut choux pastry, and orange jelly. Before we go, we are given a quick peek into the kitchen. Even in a 3 Michelin star restaurant, when it's Eurocup time, the English have to watch. I also get a chance to talk with Chef Graham. He tells me he's against using A5 Wagyu and similar beef. He has a problem with the cow's food. They need a lot of feed, and some of what they eat is food fit for humans. He believes in raising animals on feed that humans cannot consume. So it transforms those nutrients into food we can eat, and saving valuable resources suitable for human consumption. He's a man of principle. I like that. It's almost time to say goodbye to the Ledbury, but first, the bill. Our total for today is 860 euros. But the gift from my wife took up a huge chunk of it. Thank you. So what are my final thoughts on the Ledbury? The service was flawless and precise. I appreciated them surprising me with another dessert after I fumbled my phone into the first one. It gave us a funny moment. I really liked the chef's presence and energy, and how he created a very welcoming atmosphere in the dining area. I also enjoyed the high complexity of the dishes. I am really happy I went. In my opinion, the Ledbury in London is a really good 3 Michelin star restaurant and definitely worth a visit. And that does it for this episode. Thank you for joining me. If you like this video, hit subscribe. See you next time.
You can call me stupid. Yes, you can call me sheep.